All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Train Sim World 2 Arosa Line Friday. We are finally going to get on the new route. So we've got two new routes. We're fairly close together in release time. Just on Thursday, we got the Clinchfield Railroad freight service, coal loading. Yeah, but we're going to start an Arosa Line, Switzerland. We're going to do the tutorial. That'll take about 30 minutes. And then we will do maybe a scenario or a service of some kind. And then we will wrap that up. So at least two things to do. And then tomorrow we'll do the tutorials on the F7, the SD40s, and then we're going to do the maybe a service with one of those two. So anyway, let's get in here and we're going to get started on here. The GE 4-4 introduction. And hello, Josh. Hello, Ryan. Welcome. Appreciate you guys coming in. I know Ace is live right now racing, but glad to have you guys here. If you're splitting your time between his stream and mine. So yeah, this line's been out about a week or so. We've already had some updates for it. There was a few issues with some unexpected derailments. But that seems hopefully to be taken care of. We're going to find out here shortly if that's the case or not. We'll get in here and get the locomotive set up, and we'll do our tutorial. Happy Friday to everybody. It's just a little afternoon here, about 1:15. And so, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world, whatever may apply. So, we'll try to make this fun and interesting. Yeah, I've already pretty much run this whole line. I did do so one of the achievements that you get on Xbox is ride for 20 kilometers. You can start at either end, and you can do that all in one shot. You'll get the achievement done in one sitting, basically. It's a non-stop service from one end to the other. At least that's what it appeared to be for me. So anyway.
Welcome to this introduction for the GE 442 locomotive in RHB red livery. During this introduction, we will go through the following procedures: starting and stopping the locomotive, coupling, loading and unloading. Climb aboard to get started.
All right, so we got to run all the way down here. So we're at the Chur station. It's also got a bus stop. You can kind of faintly hear the buses running here. Okay, we got to run over here. Got a little bit of snow on the ground. All right.
A lot of your time will be spent in the driver's seat.
So there's only one door. You cannot
switch
you
the
can't
master
use
key to on. The reverser controls the direction of travel when headlights are important in letting others around you know that this locomotive is operational. Set the lights to the correct configuration needed for this service.
Alright, so there's one.
The control wheel is split into two zones: Bremsen and Fahren. The train vacuum brake should be used to bring the locomotive to a stop when driving in a passenger or freight formation. The locomotive air brake only applies the brake on the locomotive. This should only be used when operating the locomotive without additional coupled vehicles.
There we go.
The Bremsen zone controls the locomotive's dynamic brake. The Fahren zone controls the power supplied to the traction motors and, depending on the weight of the train, also acts as a speed selector.
And there we go. So far we're moving. And we're going to stop right there. Uh-oh, I might spat it. I might spat it right off the bat. Oh, maybe not. Ooh-wee.
Now open the dispatch menu and contact the signaller to gain access to the occupied siding.
Okay. So we're going to release that brake. All right. There we go. Yeah, I almost spatted it. I was a little too optimistic about the speed and everything. So this is what our little locomotive looks like. There is a newer version already on the route. I've seen pictures of it. It looks pretty neat. Now, of course, this route does look fairly fantastic in with the snow and everything, but it also looks really good without the snow too. So, yeah. Alright, so we're going to go put this one into full service. Neutral. 0. Oop, other way. And this to 0. Oops. So we're going to go ahead and release this locomotive brake. Alright, so we're going to run to the other end. Got to run around here. Master key. Lights. More lights. Forward. And the loco brake, we're releasing that. Okay. There's a lovely whistle. And get moving again. You can open the windows. Get those open, at least this one. Let's get the other one open too. There we go. Get some of that nice, fresh, snowy air in. Yeah, I won't do them, Mr. Addies. I'll try not to. 4 viewers, thanks all for coming in. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. We're just going to do this tutorial on the Arosa line, and then we're going to do a service as well. Oh, there we go. There's the cab lights. Nice. Well, those brakes do work pretty well. Oh, that's why we're going up a fairly significant grade. I'm like, why am I losing so much speed all of a sudden? So, for those that don't know, this kind of reminds, if you've seen some of my videos on the 155, this kind of looks similar. It's got that steering wheel, although this is broken down a little bit differently. There's that. Now, some people don't like this. I kind of like it. It's got some character to it. I guess we're going all the way to Chur. Oh, right here.
Press the door release button for the appropriate platform side to allow passengers to climb aboard.
Alright, so the door's open right there. Now there is also a car that is specifically for bicycles. You can load your bicycle in there, secure it, and then you can ride. You can come back out and ride in the passenger area, or you can come through here. So you hook your tire up there, I guess, and then so it just kind of hangs on the side there. Kind of a neat thing, I think, that they do for people who have bicycles. Now, there's also this little tricky thing. Well, that's kind of a neat. They have this pulley system where it looks like this has got a weight. Huh, interesting. Alright, so we got the green light. We're going to go ahead and get off the brakes. And away we go. So we're going to Chur. It's our next stop. Ooh, bank, hotel, and restaurant. Oh, that's kind of nice that it's all in one spot. Look inside the motor, I guess. You kind of look in there. Now there's no like real level crossings here. The cars automatically stop for the train. And then once the last car passes, it should start. The traffic will move on its own, I do believe. Let's take a look, see what happens once we're past there. I would have thought they would have moved on their own. Huh, interesting. Oh well. Burgers for dinner. Then we actually said, let's have fish and chips, and we said, no, burgers will do. We'll have fish and chips on Friday, but today we're actually having a Chinese instead. We can never make up our minds. Okay, Josh. Well, I had chicken and broccoli for lunch. Very good, from the restaurant across the street there. So the collectibles are fairly easy to find for the most part. There's a couple of places where things are hidden that I was not expecting. Kind of crazy. All right. So yeah, for down here, we do operate on the streets. But then we'll go up into the mountain here a little bit after. I think it's right after this station we start to a little bit better stop. Ooh, that river looks kind of yucky. Very cold. What is that on the... Is that supposed to be like the frozen water beneath it? Like the snow's under the water. Uh-oh. That's odd. Why would he do that? Let's see. Let me change my... Alright. Oops. Alright. Thanks, Ryan. Alright, so we're gonna go up here 6.5 kilometers to our next stop. So we're gonna kind of wind through all that right there. Oh yeah, I know, Ryan. I saw. When I went into my stream manager thing this morning, earlier today, I saw that. So yeah, that's all right. Yeah, I just was having to. I just wanted to do the service without having to look at the chat at the same time. So it was nothing personal against anybody. Just so yeah, I guess that's supposed to be the snow on the bottom there of that river as well. Yeah, some really nice scenery through here. Now, Rivets Games is the one that did this route for Dovetail for Train Sim World 2. I think they did a pretty good job. It's not perfect. A lot of people, prior to the release, were talking about, oh, there's not enough trees, or, blah, blah, blah. People fussing just to fuss. Yep, Mr. Adams' favorite horn. Go. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. I mean, I don't care about the count of trees, like I'm sure there's more trees up there in those hills and whatnot, but I don't really think it detracts anything away from the overall route, the experience, everything that they're going for here. I still think it looks pretty good. Yeah, I would agree, Ryan. It's because look, the thing of it is that they're putting this stuff out for for the not only consoles but PC as well. Now, a lot of the PC brigade are mad because they felt that the route was optimized specifically for the consoles, and that's not fair to the PC players and blah blah blah. So whatever. So yeah, I think that's kind of a disingenuous way to look at things. But I'm overall, I'm pretty happy with it. This is my first time actually driving on this route. I downloaded it earlier in the week, and I did go through and collect up all the collectibles. It took me about a total of a day. I did part of it one day, and then the second part of it the next day. I was able to find a lot of stuff on my own without a guide, but I had to finally look it up on the Steam website to find the collectible locations. So yeah, pretty happy with it overall. Now, of course, you can try to fit. Some people have already tried to do a little bit of, taking different trains up this route. Not everything is going to fit on here, unfortunately. I think some people have tried the Class 101 already with some success. Yeah, I would agree, Ryan. It doesn't look any different. But some people were, for whatever reason, kind of fussing about the wheels and not wheels, the trees and the lack of number of trees. I guess the problem is that there's only so much stuff that they can put in, and then it becomes too much for at least my generation of console to handle. So that's part of the problem as far as the PC players go. But I think overall it looks good. I mean, it's, again, it's not perfect, but that's okay. I think it's good for what it is. It's a nice it's not fast. That's another complaint that some people made, that it's slow, it's boring. I'm sure people are already going to complain about that about Clinchfield as well, that it's not fast enough. But instead of just enjoying the route for what it is and having some fun and all that, so I think it looks good. It's something different. This is technically a tram, not necessarily a train, but tram, train, tomato. It is what it is. But I'm happy to do this, and I'm looking forward to completing an entire service from one end to the other. What we might do is we might start from here at Arosa and go to Chur at the other end, because that's going downhill. So I want to see how that is. I've got it in notch 3, and it's maintaining the speed. We've got a 6% uphill here, and we're keeping a fairly constant speed, so that's good. But yeah, really beautiful scenery, I think. I don't know how you could not like this, Snow-covered mountains. Yeah, looks good. Go along and look at the view and then do a couple of fast runs. Yeah. Yeah, this would be like a good thing to either start a stream off with or end with, because it's just a nice relaxing ride just to kind of, get the day going, so to speak. But yeah, I think overall it looks really good. I watched a couple streams. There was some hiccups at the very beginning. People were running into some issues, but overall, I think it's, for you got this little locomotive here. You got 1, 2, 3 passenger cars, and then you got the bike car. Yeah, it's a nice little service, I think. It takes about an hour or so to complete one run from one end to the other. And yeah, so I mean, it's not a fast service, but if you're doing multiple services on a stream, you could start or end with this one and then go and do some faster stuff. I think that would be a good way to do it. Yeah, so if you just want to have a nice relaxing trip where you can kind of set the locomotive up and you're kind of, it's kind of running on its own right now. In theory, if I needed to, I could probably put my controller down, run to the restroom, and be back, and probably wouldn't have missed anything, really. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. It's, So anyway, I did get some news, or not really news, but a discussion of things going on. So I talked to somebody from my depression and anxiety from my time in the service. And they're talking about what they want to do is they want to create a national archive. Yeah, I hope so too, Ryan. So basically what it is they want to be able to get stories from veterans about, their time in the service, or how did they overcome adversity after they got out of the military. What did they do to? Oh, there's a blind here. Look at that. Ooh, wow, that covers the whole window. Huh. What did they do to kind of get work through some of their issues, right? And so they were all this, once it's gathered, is going to be put in the National Archives, which I think is a good thing, because a lot of times the veterans, especially for the global war on terror, whether you agree with it or not is, I'm not going to debate that, but the stories of veterans, I think it's important that we tell it now instead of later. More often than not, I think what's happened is that the stories, the things that they went through, those small victories, whatever you want to call it, it's important that people hear those stories. So I may be doing photography work for part of that larger narrative. It would be just basically veterans here in the Binghamton area. That's what this person's talked to me about. But we're also trying to figure out a place to showcase some of those photos before they go into the National Archives, which I think would be really great to be able to be a part of that. Yeah, so we'll see what happens with it. It would all take place, a lot of the work, after I leave school on the 8th of or 18th of May. So I would have basically the whole summer to help create this body of work, essentially. So I'm really looking forward to that. I think it's something I would certainly like to be a part of. What's this? Oh, that's a sun visor. Oh, look at that. Ooh. Huh. Interesting. I don't know how useful that is, but okay. But yeah, so that's the news. I don't know much more than that. It's just something that this person has approached me about, and we'll see what may transpire from it. Hopefully it all works out. We'll see. So there's a wiper thing. What else do we got here? Oh, they got a sander. Okay. Interesting. All right, so we're making our way there. It's got that little bit left, and then that will pretty much, I think, wrap up the tutorial, and then we'll do a service. See how we fare with that. But yeah, I'm hoping that it leads to something interesting. I don't know. It would be great to be able to contribute to something like that. But we'll see how things progress. I'd be able to use my love of photography for that story. Yeah, this is a fairly straightforward route. I really like it. There's not, not a lot of muss and fuss. Oh, there's a hanger for the coat right there. right, we should be coming up on our station here. We got about a kilometer left till we get to Luen Castile, platform 2. Castile? I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I'm going to get off, Rob. I've got a headache and a screaming child on the bus for an hour. All right, Ryan, take care. Thanks for dropping in. Appreciate it. The only problem is that the work, well, I wouldn't say it's a problem. It just is what it is. The work is not paid. I won't get paid for it. It would just be something, a way of contributing again, I think, to the story of veterans. I do feel pretty strongly about helping people find a way to. Ooh, wow, that really. Wow, that really went off quick. That 6% grade is no joke. But yeah, there's a few details to iron out essentially. Like if there was a need for travel, would they cover the cost of travel, stuff like that. But yeah, so I'm really I've known some people who've gone on to be bus drivers after military service, Ryan, because I know I was voluntold to go get a bus driver's license when I was in the Army. And then when I actually used it, some people were not too happy that I actually utilized the very license that I was told that I had to get. But anyway. All right. Wow, that really drains off quick, that speed. Okay. Alright, we'll just keep it right here and just kind of coast on in here. This is a neat little station / village area, I think. Oh, full service. Exit the cab.
Good work. That is the basics covered.
There we go.
A manual can also be obtained.
No, I don't think I'd want to do that, Ryan. No,
this locomotive.
I had enough experience with it in the military, and it was not.
Welcome to Switzerland. No. Take control
Ta-da!
of a true icon of Swiss motive power over the incredibly picturesque Arosa Line. Deliver passengers to the many stations of the mountainous railway out of Switzerland's oldest town, Chur. Wind your way through the streets or take in the breathtaking scenery of the Swiss Alps and its many peaks and valleys. With challenging grades to conquer, your passengers are waiting for a sightseeing tour to remember. Along the way, don't forget to place route maps, collect snow globes, trigger cameras, and collect Ibex toys. Welcome to the Arosa Line.
Well, Dankeschön. Yeah. All right. So we got a goal right off the bat. Yay, us. Must have been all that whistle work. Okay. So we got that done. Let's see what that looks like. Our little achievement. Oh. Hi ho, it's off to work. We go. There we go. All right, let's go to the menu, and we'll pick a service from Arosa to Chur. I don't know why. I guess it's just my, we see CHUR and we think it's Chur, but it's Chur. So Chur is the other either starting point or final destination. But we're gonna start. Let's see if we can find one from Arosa to Chur. There we go, Arosa to Chur. All right. I'm back to college on Monday anyway. Well, good deal, Josh. Hopefully it'll be fun. I'll be back in classes on Monday again. Just trying to count down the days until the 18th of May. Got lots of stuff to do between now and then. Wouldn't change it for the world. I did airport work first, but someone got me fired. Then I moved into the airport work and then moved over to public service. I'm still learning routes, but I'm a fast learner, so that's good. That's good, Ryan. Yeah, there's a small airport here, but it's not very busy. Yeah, I think it used to be a lot busier, but it's kind of there's only one gate really open at any given time. Um, yeah, it's kind of a ratty looking little airport, to be honest. I think if I fly again, I'd go up to Syracuse and fly out of Syracuse. All right. Okay, we're gonna lock the doors on this side. Wait, is it? Nope. Okay. All right, let's get the everything set up here. Now, where's that little box thing? There should be like a little box. It's like a red. There it is. All right, so we're all set then. All right, and away we go. Oh no, I don't want to go on this roller coaster. uh. All right, here we go. Oh boy. We're speeding already. Look at that. Oh no. No, mummy, I'm scared. Oh, wow. I just got something else. Around the bend. Reach a speed of 30. Oh, there we go. Oh, boy. I'm going to have to ride the brakes, I guess. All right. Litzeruti. Platform 1 is our destination. So, once again, we're in Bizarro World, right? We have, oops, so we have the front of the locomotive is there, and the back of the locomotive is facing forward. So we are, even though it says we are going uphill, we are technically going downhill. Yeah, I noticed that when the buses sometimes I ride around here, Ryan, a lot of people they don't respect the bus driver. Well, it's kind of a tit for tat sort of thing. The bus drivers don't always respect the riders. The riders don't respect the bus drivers, and there's just always fussing between the two. Um, yeah, so I can understand that. Um, anyway, so yeah, even though it says we're going uphill in Bizarro World, we're going downhill. For whatever reason, that's how they have these locomotives set up. All right, just under 2.5 kilometers to Litzeruti. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that, but oh well. So this time it's sunny out, no snow. Kind of a nice Sunday or Friday afternoon here on the Arosa Line. Uh-oh, I broke the horn. Uh-oh. That's no fun. Oh, there, now it's working. No, it's working from inside the cabin, not outside. Oh well. That's okay. We'll get the windows open here. Interesting. Okay, that was a problem I think before. Interesting. Oh well. I don't know. 30 feet or so are longest buses at work. We do have to use most of the road to turn. Yeah, the buses here I think are pretty much the same, Ryan. Uh, they do use a lot of the road to turn, and a lot of the times the bus drivers, the people driving their cars will will go past a certain point at a stoplight, and so they don't give the buses enough room to turn a lot of the times. And so then, the bus driver gets mad. Uh, yeah, they're fairly good sized. We do have some newer ones which are like hybrid energy powered buses, so that like at the stoplight they kind of shut off. They go to like a minimal output of energy or whatever, and then as they get ready to go from the stoplight, the engine kind of reactivates, and then they can move. So yeah, they're trying to be more friendly to the environment. All right, coming into our first stop here. Which is really technically, I think we got to go downhill a little bit more. It's not a very accurate representation of the location of the. It's like not to way down there. Well, I am speeding a lot. That's okay. We can get the train back under control. Oh, must have broke the horn. I know Mr. Addies will be really upset. Yeah, the stop-start buses, yeah. Oh, look at this nice zigzagging through the mountains here. So we might be a little bit late stopping here, but that's okay. We're learning the route today. Yeah, see, our stop isn't all the way over there. So again, that's that infamous straight line distance that, it's probably that distance if I just drove right off this cliff and went straight there. But, that's okay. Now the mirrors there's a way, let's see, was it? So the mirrors fold out, but they're not really useful, right? It's just all kind of hazy. So it's not even something worth using right now. So we just keep them tucked in here. Alright, here we go. We're finally on our final approach here to our first stop. So that train will, once we pull in, that train will leave. That train's going up the hill there. Now we're a little bit late, but that's okay. Okay. All right, I guess we're on our way. Get things moving again. All right, next stop is right there. We got a lot of stops to make along the way. Sometimes there's going to be a bit of distance between the two, and sometimes there won't be. So we should start going downhill again here in a moment. When they were either taking too long to start with the traffic light went green or just didn't do anything at all. I still love the joke when someone asks how long is the next bus and the guy says about 30 foot something. I would say, to be fair. Yeah. Well, the good thing is for the buses here, wow, that sped up quick. Wow. They I can go on my phone. Actually, you can download an app for the buses to kind of keep an eye on the schedule. Or I can always pull it up on the website on my phone. Yeah, no worries, Ryan. If you gotta go, you gotta go. It's okay. No worries. Take a break, take a rest, whatever you gotta do. No worries at all. You can always catch it on the rerun on YouTube. What was I gonna say? Yeah, that's the one good thing. There's plenty of ways I can keep an eye on the on the you know, the bus schedule. So yeah, not but yeah, 3 viewers. Thanks all for coming in and hanging out. Greatly appreciate it. So once we get to to Chur, then we'll be wrapping up the stream for today. Well, at least for now we know the horn works again. Oh, Mr. Addies. You love this horn, don't you? Oh, interesting. You can walk down there. Huh. We might have to have a look in there to see what does that lead to. Alright, so again, the notorious straight line distance. So that's something you're going to have to factor in. I know the app you're on about, it tracks buses for you. I think my company is going to bring that sooner, or they have it. I don't remember. It's pretty good, just not for the driver. Shows how slow you're going and how late you are. Yeah. Well, here, so we have a bus depot downtown, right? A bus station. And that's shared with the Greyhound line, and then there's also the county bus line. County buses Monday through Friday have a dedicated dispatcher downtown. Oh yeah, I always am. I try to always be respectful to them. So they're told when to leave for, when it's that time to depart. Somebody will call over the radio, buses depart. Even if they're at the main station downtown that will be told when to leave. On the weekends, I think it's kind of up to the bus drivers to follow their schedule. But Sundays they are notoriously late. Um, they just don't care. Um, but Monday through Friday they are on time. The only time they're not is if there's any problems with a passenger or the bus. Then they'll be late. But the bus dispatch the dispatcher knows that. Yeah, I do try to be respectful to drivers, although I've had some drivers who are just notoriously uh, I don't want to say terrible, but I guess that's the only way to describe them. They're just not, you know, they're not very kind either. And I know a lot of them are burned out because they're driving a lot. So I do try to take that into account. But, oh, now the horn doesn't want to work again. All right. Again, a little bit late, but now I think, let's see here. We'll make sure. Yeah, I'm going to be late pretty much the rest of the service, I think. That's okay. All right. Won't get moving again here. Yeah, I do try to be courteous to them when I get on. Say hello, good morning, good afternoon, or whatever. But some of them, I've seen bus drivers. I've had to file complaints against them because their driving is so dangerous. Like, uh, one time I was coming home from the community college. I think I was in classes, or I might have been working there. Either way, I was on the bus. I was heading home, and it was just the driver was driving so dangerously that almost caused a couple accidents. So I felt it was my obligation to report him. And again, they're short staffed, I think, and I do take that into account that they're probably burned out and whatnot, and so yeah, I do try to be respectful to them, but I've had a few bus drivers who I've tried to be, I just be cordial with them, and it's like they're just not having it. So yeah, but yeah, I it is a tough job, I would imagine, and probably pretty thankless, but you know, they don't they shouldn't be dumping on the drivers or the passengers either. All right, Paist is next, and then Lewin Castile after that. Again, I don't know if I'm saying the station names correctly. I don't know Swiss or anything like that. I barely know German. But anyway, yeah. I really am liking this route. When I watch everybody else driving it, I couldn't wait to get it myself. And I'm not like that. I'm always on the ball. Uh, I've gone up a few curbs here and there. It happens. Yeah. Well, like, it wasn't even that, Ryan. It was just straight up the way that they were driving. This one driver was driving very erratically. very dangerous, cutting people off, excessively speeding. Yeah, just all around dangerous. And so they do have their information above by the driver's door or seat, and you can call or you can file an online thing. They don't know who you are. They don't know who makes the complaint, so they can't take action against you or anything. Um, all right, sounds good, Ryan. Take care. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I was like, let me. As soon as I got to the bus depot downtown, I filed a complaint against the driver, and maybe they gave him a couple days off so that he can kind of chill out. And oh, we're going via this location. We're not stopping there. Oh, nice. I forgot about that. There is some parts where we're going to just kind of go via. So we're almost. That'll be like, I think that's around about the halfway. No, almost. So the halfway point is going to be right about here or here, I think. Yeah. But yeah. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the route overall. I do like these dials. That's pretty cool. These analog, especially these. It's kind of got that old feel to the. Yeah, I like that. Got that one there. This one. This one. This one. Yeah, it's good. You got all this older looking analog stuff, and you got all this digital crap over here. Yeah, we're finally out here on a nice flat part of the route. Neat little bridge there. Now, Dovetail and Rivets together had put out a series of videos about the building of this locomotive and how they put it all together. It's a pretty interesting thing to watch. But yeah, they show the building of the locomotive here. For some reason, let me just put the brake on a little bit. Not much, just no. There we go. All right, I'm just gonna kind of try to keep an eye on things here for a moment. For some reason, my computer is on. I hear Siri answering me. Oop. Slowed down just a bit too much there. Siri's being a little overly sensitive today for some reason. I don't know why. Got an analog speedometer and air gauges and everything else is, and a smart ticket machine. That's a touchscreen. Yeah, the buses. Some of the newer ones have like a new money gathering slash ticket swiping machine as well. Pretty neat. But yeah, I think their stuff is almost all digital now. Oh, that's right. I gotta do that today too. Whew. As soon as I'm done here, I gotta watch some student films. Reminds me, I need to contact a former professor of mine to ask him some questions. Get some Need some guidance. I got 3 viewers. Thank you all for coming in. Appreciate hanging out. Hopefully you're enjoying this Arosa Line. My first, well, this is the first full service I'm doing. We did the tutorial already. Oh, look at that. Yeah. That is just really beautiful. I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure there's more trees, but you know, could you imagine just sitting there on a blanket and just having a picnic and just enjoying the scenery? All right, we gotta get on the brakes here because we have a red up here in front of us. There's one of the collectibles, this camera. Okay, I think we gotta stop here real quick and change the signal. Alright, let's see, where's that box at? Is it down here maybe? No, I don't see it there. Where is the one here? I know I've seen it when I was out running around doing collectibles and stuff, but I don't know where. Normally it's like... Alright, let's pull forward just a bit more. I know I've seen it somewhere. Is there somebody coming up the hill here? Oh, okay. So yeah, we're gonna have to wait. There is another service coming up the hill here. Move up a little bit. For whatever reason, I guess I could open. Well, I guess he doesn't want my train. I'm almost positive I found one of those here, but maybe not because this is a via location. It's not really a stopping point. Alright, here comes the other train here, so we should be able to get moving here in just a moment. You too, Ryan. Take care. think this... Yeah. Proceed as signal indicates. Oop, nope, nope, nope. Proceed at restricted speed. I'm afraid to go because it's not showing a green light at that end. I'm looking. Alright, but it's saying proceed at restricted speed, so... I guess I should be paying attention more to this one down here, not the other one. I guess we'll find out here in a moment if I spat it or not. Nope, okay. Yeah, that's just like a false... Seems like almost like a false positive. Alright. Oh, we got 5 people in now. Well, thank you all for coming in. Hope you all doing well. Get on the brakes just a smidge. Alright, so we're stopping there, which will put us more than halfway to our destination. Yeah, so we're almost there. Let's get back in the cab here. Okay, he's done. All right. Oh, now I'm back down to 2 viewers. Huh. It says 5, now 2. I don't know. Yeah, that's all right. I'm just happy to have a couple viewers. That's okay. It is what it is. Yeah, I think this is going to be it's a nice route. There's no doubt about that. Certainly has its challenges, whether you're going uphill. Uphill seems to be somewhat okay. It's going downhill and maintaining control of your speed. That's going to be the really challenging part. And because they're considering this part to be the front of the train, when you stop, it's got the red light behind you for whatever reason. So yeah, there's a few things I think they're gonna have to sort out. There's a neat little area right here too. So really quick while we're cutting through. Uh, oh, okay. So this area, real quick, over here by Arosa. If you come out here, so here's the station, right? And there's two parts to the station. It's a pretty big one. But if you come down here, there's collectibles down here at the end. Oops. There's collectibles at the end by this yard, but there's a whole area like a lake and like a kind of like a apartments and houses and all that. Run over there because there's collectibles all the way over there too. I had when I found it on the using the what do you call it, the guides that are on the Steam website. I was surprised. You don't think that you can go over there, but you can run over this whole like pond lake area. It's crazy. So don't think that you can't go over there because there is stuff over there to collect. Yeah, quite odd. I didn't even think of it, and when I looked, I'm like, really, all the way over there? No, that can't be possible. Why would they? Yeah, not even anywhere near the railroad station or the main station there at Arosa. It's crazy. Wow, I'm like super late here on this coming into Lewin. Lewin. Uh, anyway, yeah, that our destination. We got 2 kilometers to go. Again, that's probably as the train flies. um, but yeah, overall, I think it's just one of those routes that it's going to take a little bit of time to get used to the braking, especially downhill. Going uphill, I don't think it's going to be too much of a challenge. You just got to maintain your speed as best as possible. But yeah, otherwise it's been pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this route. You know, be nice if the horn always worked, but let's see. Oh, dead horn again. Now that's the crazy part too. There's some areas where it's flat, and if you're on the brakes, you'll slow down significantly. Like you kind of have to kind of watch your. Look, we're already picking up speed again because we're starting to go back downhill. Um, into the dark tunnel. Those brights. So I'm guessing, Josh, you're still hanging around. Is that correct? Am I guessing correctly here? You're not going to put the headlights on? I did put them on. I thought. It just doesn't seem like they are. Oh, now they are. Okay. I thought I did put them on before. Yep, you're still here. So somebody else is lurking then too. I wonder who that is. Somebody who doesn't like to say hi, I guess. That's alright. Alright, yeah, now the lights are on. For some reason, I thought they were, but... Alright, coming into our next destination here. We still got a little bit of distance to go here before we actually get there. It's going to be the same way. I was watching other people play the new Clinchfield Railroad. A lot of twisty areas like this, so it's going to throw off your expected distances and the amount of time it's going to take you to complete a service. You know, much in the same way that Sand Patch Grade has that, you know, it's a straight line distance instead of, it doesn't follow. I don't know if they can find a way to measure the distance using, you know, the actual curvature of the track until you get to your destination. That may be something that they can't really do or can't program in based on the what they're given from the routes. You know, when they get the information from like the railroad company or the line operators, I guess. Oh, these poor folks are just sitting here waiting for us. We are super late. Oh my goodness. Well, that's all right. It's a learning experience too. All right, we should be coming into another nice flat area here. Yep. All right. Alright, so now there's that box there. Alright, let's see, we should be able to hit that one. Okay. There we go. All right. Chur is our next stop. Oh, we're going via, and then we're going to go into Chur Stadt, or Chur, not Chur, Chur Stadt. So we're coming to the end of our little excursion here. But yeah, I'm pretty happy overall. I know I don't expect I'm going to get a gold because we're going to be so significantly late that we're just going to get the minimum 250 from here on out. So, but yeah, overall it's not too bad. It's going to just take some practice getting used to the route and the brakes and everything. I don't mind running outside on this one. There's so much to see here. Now I half joked that when this route came out, parts of it does kind of have a feel like you're in Monaco or Monte Carlo. Like going through the hills and everything. It does have this kind of feel of being on the Mediterranean, and really beautiful area. But we have to get dinner sorted out. I'll catch you later. All right, Josh, take care. Thanks for hanging out. I'm sure you'll see how it all ends when you watch it on the YouTube premiere. But yeah, it's clearly Swiss, but I could imagine a route like this existing in Monaco, going up into the hills or something maybe. I mean, look at that. That's just. I mean, let's be honest. If this train derailed and went over the edge, you're pretty much going to be screwed. The amount of times the train would roll over going down that hill and busted into trees and everything, yeah, it would be a hot mess at the end. But yeah, I'm sure their mountain rescue folks have already trained for such an event should it ever happen. Hopefully it never does. And maybe it already has, I don't know, but I mean the speeds here aren't too terribly great. But, once gravity takes over and you go down that hill, you're going to be rolling for quite some time. So yeah, hopefully everybody enjoys this stream, and hopefully everybody who watches this on YouTube when I set it up for a premiere, probably be. I might try to. Well, I'll probably do it for tomorrow morning. Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. And then. Yeah. Hopefully everybody enjoys this. But yeah, we'll throw this into the European route mix eventually. We'll probably feature it a little bit more than the other routes until I think we're gonna have to stop up here because there must be another train coming up. But I don't see one. Alright, let's see if we can. It might just be that we gotta go past the via point and then it might turn green. Alright, so it looks like we've got a again, I think this is like a false positive. I guess we'll find out shortly, huh? Yep, okay. So always look at this light here. The way that they have these set up is not probably so we're starting to kind of get back towards where we started off from on the tutorial. So our next stopping point is right there, and then we'll go right on into the station proper there. Ooh, crap. Boy, that didn't take long to... Ooh-wee! That is one thing for certain on this route. You can't really take your eyes off of what's going on. Either you're gonna slow down way too much, or you're gonna forget to slow down and end up speeding excessively. Wow. Does not take much. But thankfully, it's fairly easy, I think, to get the train back under control because there's not much weight to the train overall, to the whole thing. So now, interestingly, on this trip, we have the bicycle rack or the bicycle car right behind the locomotive, and then you have the 3 passenger cars. That is kind of interesting. Yeah, almost, it's going to be about 2 hours, give or take, by the time we're done. But we'll see. It does take a bit of time to go from Arosa to Chur. Not with just the stops along the way, but trying to maintain your speed. Either you're slowing down way too much, or you're, you know, speeding excessively. So yeah, it's a challenging route. There's no doubt about it. It's definitely. I would not call this a boring route by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah, it's certainly going to take some getting used to. Let me think. All right, let's see. There we go. I like that one too. Now, for those of you who've been to Disneyland or Disney World, wherever there's the Matterhorn roller coaster ride, this route makes me think a lot of that ride as well. Um, yeah, pretty awesome. Of course, the Matterhorn is supposed to be part of the Swiss Alps. O'clock in the afternoon already. Woo! Yeah, tomorrow will be Arosa, or not Arosa, it will be Clinchfield, another new route that just came out Thursday. For those of you who didn't hear me talk about it before, uh, it's the new freight route, American freight route. We got the F7 locomotive and the SD40. The SD40 is not nearly as modern as the ones that you would see on the Sandpatch grade. These are a bit older, but very similar in setup, I think. The F7 is a much more older locomotive, although served for quite some time, well, probably past their intended service dates. But yeah, really looking forward to running those. I did do the brief route introduction. I did do the tutorials for the locomotives themselves. We'll do all that tomorrow. We'll knock those out first, and then we'll do a service. Probably we'll do a service in the F7 because that's the one that is the newest to everybody. Uh, so yeah, we'll take our time setting everything up. You know, completing a service. So yeah, looking forward to that. I don't have an exact time of when I'm going to do that tomorrow, but try to get in there, get that done, and get that posted to YouTube. And yeah, looking forward to it. The screaming lady horn, as some people have already called it. Very distinctive. It's probably one of the most distinct horns in the game now. Not everybody appreciates it for what it is. It's it's all good. It's all good fun. It's okay. I like it. It's different. And different's good. Nothing wrong with that. Wow, this is interesting that we're going all the way over here. Oh. Well, I guess we pull off, and then if another service can get moving, then all the better. Oh. We'll have to add that to the greatest hits selection. We got the greatest hits of AFB, the greatest hits of Zifa. Now the greatest hits of the horn whistle, the whistle on the Arosa Line. Now I'm guessing this is kind of like a GPS antenna. That's what it kind of looks like. Sitting right above the cab there. So I'm guessing, yeah, I guess that way they can keep track of the trains and all that. Especially if a breakdown happens, they know exactly the location of the train or last known location. So I guess if a train did go over the edge of the mountains there. Now I know some folks were a bit curious about this this formation here. Like there's just some weird stuff going on there. Yeah, I don't know. All right, we're almost here for this stop, and then we'll be going into Chur Platform 1. and then we'll be wrapping this up. So yeah, just about 2 hours. A good learning experience. We're getting our first action on the line. That's all right. Oops, not emergency. That's another thing too. You have to be very careful with some of these brakes now. You don't want to accidentally go over too far. That's almost like a Mustang. Yeah. Nice looking little car. Alright, let's make sure. I don't think there's one of those red boxes here. Nope. Okay. Wow, we're like 20 minutes late. Well, that's alright. It's been a good learning experience. Wow, those cars are just... Look at it, we're almost going to clip this thing. He's trying to go. Look like. He's gonna go right... Oh, look at that. My goodness. That was bold. Oh, listen to this. Here it comes again. Listen. No, no, listen to this. Oh, come on now. Anyway, so every so often you could hear the electricity like a little spark. Maybe it'll be this one. Nope. Now it's gonna make a freaking joke out of me. Anyway. Maybe that'll drop current. Let's try it. Oh, come on. Yeah. Anyway, you could hear the electricity going over the line. Oh, there it went. I just heard it. You could hear like the little spark or whatever. All right, finally made it there, and then we'll load up the passengers, and then we will complete our service. Oop. Yeah, so yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all for about 2 hours worth of work. So here we are in the town of Chur. So there are these other mountains over here, but there's this weird. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but. All right, let's see how we. Oh boy, we spent quite a bit. A bronze, that's okay. That's about what I expected. But anyway, that will do for our first full run here on the Arosa line. We'll be back with it again. It's at some point. Pardon me. Oh, we got a thing. Our first complete one service. So look at that. All right. Anyway, so that'll be it. I will see you guys tomorrow on the clinch field, starting with the F7 tutorial. Okay. Take care. And enjoy the rest of your. You're done early.
It's over. I can feel the beans.
Oh, you're done.
Done, done.
Oh, crap.